yeah. Hello. So quite tired, but I thought I'd record a video about how filming went today, because it was eventful, and if I don't do it today, I'm probably never going to do it. I tried to learn from my mistakes last time, and I did a lot more preparation this time. I didn't have as much time as I wanted to do that, but it still worked out okay in the end. I made a video when I was getting the set ready. Here's that. I thought I'd just quickly talk through some of the kind of preparation I had to do before the shoot, because I've not filmed anything here for ages. It's very echoey. The problem I had last time. So this is the back wall of the shot, and the problem I had last time, because there's all part of the story is kind of going to be told through the background. That sounds like it makes no sense, but the posters are quite important, and the idea is that we keep adding to the wall. And last time we shot, this wall was so damp that I couldn't stick anything to it at all. This side was okay, but this side was damp, and I thought, like over here, over there, that's damp, that's leaking, that's fine. I can't do anything about that. I mean, I could if I had loads of money and it was worth doing, but I don't think it is. But yeah, I mean, the problem last time as well, when we were filming, it was raining as we were filming, and so there was just water coming in, which is good. But fingers crossed it'll be okay. I mean, the weather's supposed to be alright, and this wall actually, despite it was raining this morning, and this wall still feels really dry, so even if it rains tonight, hopefully it'll be okay. Like one of the things, I thought one of the advantages of filming inside a structure was that we wouldn't have to be worried about rain, but no, it's basically like filming outside. So yeah, managed to fix up. So these, like last time we filmed, these might sort of vague attempt at soundproofing the ceiling. Basically, we were falling down last time. It wasn't stuck up properly. I managed to sort that out. There's a window here, so that's why that's all blacked out. I wanted to take a whole day to make sure it was okay in here, because last time I felt completely unprepared, and actually it doesn't seem too bad this time. Anyway, we got off to a really good start. So we did the first 2 takes with me not pressing record on the camera. I pressed it on the sound, but not on the camera, and then I actually went to check because I realised we're on the second take, and I thought, oh, I haven't stopped the camera, but I hadn't actually started it. So that was fine. That was like rehearsal. It was almost as if I planned it that way. By the end of the morning, we were ahead of where we should have been by about half an hour in terms of the schedule. There were a couple of shorter videos in there, but like it was, yeah, it went really well, and I felt like it was going better as well. Like I felt a bit more confident about picking up bits of the script that weren't working, and saying like, okay, well let's let's just scrap what's written on that bit and improvise it, because I think as it goes on, there are still videos that the character's doing that could be scripted, so it's okay. But then there's other stuff that needs to be more naturalistic. I was going to say that my writing isn't good enough, but it's not just that. I think I'm not doing that to be sort of self-deprecating. I don't think anyone's writing is good enough to really be. If you wrote down how someone actually talked about a sort of scary guy outside their house happening, I don't think it would probably be very long and rambly writing that stuff down. It doesn't come across that naturalistic, so yeah. Well, I felt more confident about losing some of those bits. So Paz had a special guest turn up for a video in the afternoon. I'll talk more about that later on, but that went really well as well. We had two videos with other people in, which was nice. It sort of really breaks up the filming kind of. But after that video is when things started to go wrong, because I fell over rather spectacularly. So where we're filming is very small, as you've probably seen in the videos, but it is really, really very small. Like it's about, I don't know if you can see my hands, but it's like this small. Like where Cheryl, who plays Paz, is in the shot. Like we're in the corner, but the other side of the shot, not the side of the curtain, but the other side of the shot is the wall basically. Very small, and we had like extra wires today because so there's two lights in there. There's a tripod. There's a table with microphones on it. There's my laptop which is plugged in. The microphones. There's the microphone which with the wire going outside, and then there's with two heaters as well because it's freezing today. So it was kind of inevitable that something was going to go wrong. I mean, in terms of health and safety, it's pretty bad. But in some ways, it's better that it was me who tripped up and broke everything. So so I fell over, and I wasn't like it was one of those things where I didn't really have time to even stop myself. I just kind of I think I tripped over. It was either the tripod or the wire going to the heater or both. But I just kind of went whoa, and I was like on the floor. I sort of didn't quite realise how bad the damage was. Because my immediate concern was the fact that the wire had come out of the microphone, the sort of primary microphone, and when we plugged it back in, my laptop stopped recognising it. So I was messing around with that for ages, and then when we were ready to start filming again, I realised first that the tripod had broke, like one of the legs had just kind of the catch had broken, so it wouldn't work. So I'd obviously sort of taken that out, and then my laptop, my kind of secondary laptop, had broken like completely, like it won't turn on. So I'd obviously kicked that somehow as well. I mean, none of this is disastrous. I recently bought a new laptop, so you think, well, maybe it's kind of fate and like it's that laptop's time to go. But quite annoying all the same. I guess more annoying in a way is the fact that I got quite distracted by it because I was like, oh, I've got to sort out fixing my laptop or something, if it can even be salvaged, and thinking about what I've lost and things. And also we lost about an hour trying to figure out that and trying to fix the microphone when I thought the microphone had broken, and yeah, there was a lot of me messing around again, really. What it made me realise is, though, aside from the sort of varying severity of the things that have gone wrong, is that I think 8 videos is too many to film in a day. So I do 8 in a day, and it's kind of 1 hour essentially. And so we're supposed to finish by 7. Today we finished at 20 to 8. It wasn't too bad, but it was like a massive rush in the end. And I know I made some continuity mistakes in the last thing we shot, and that's really because I was rushing because I knew I had to get someone back to the station, and like the train station, and kind of it was all like ah. But yes, so what I really learned is that actually 8 videos in a day is too many, because even when we've managed it, it's kind of exhausting by the end. And with 8, it means that like nothing can go wrong. Like if anything goes wrong, and obviously with filming there's loads of things that can go wrong, it just means that we won't finish the day. Like it just pushes it out. I mean, today we did finish, but we finished like with a bit of a mad rush at the end. And I think I felt this. I've definitely felt this with filming before. A few times. I mean, I don't actually enjoy directing. Part of it I do, but particularly like the way we're doing at the moment, there are advantages to it just being me with my fingers on all the buttons and doing that. Like certainly organisational advantages and things like that, but like I think the disadvantages, the setup we've got in that tiny room wouldn't work with any more people, really. Yeah, I feel like it's sort of, and the days, always the last 2 shoots definitely have kind of ended in this kind of panic, and like, and everyone kind of goes their separate ways, and it's all like, ah, we're done, and yeah, I kind of feel a bit like, oh, okay, like that did not feel like you sort of want like a triumphant, like, yeah, we did it, and instead it's always a bit like, wow, okay, made it through that. So I don't really know what I'm saying, because we did get everything we needed. I think the only thing is I've realised that like when I fell over, I was on I think I've said this before, I don't think I'm ruining anything. The picture at the back of the shot changes each week, and when I tripped over I was on my way to change it, and then that sort of obviously put some kind of block in my head, because then I didn't change it again, and we weren't shooting in sequence. So yeah, there's a couple of videos I might not be able to put where I want to put them, because there's all this stuff going on in the background that needs to be put in. So that's it. So I can't complain. It was a really good day. Everyone was amazing. There was a bit of an accident, I suppose is the best way of putting it, which is, you know, things happen. But we did finish. We still finished even with that. We got everything we needed. I've got enough content for the next 8 weeks, and we've got something really exciting planned for the next shoot. Like, we're going to. I don't want to go into detail now, just in case it doesn't happen, or in case I don't want to ruin it. But we are planning to take Paz out into the real world and interact with real people in a month or so, which I think will be quite exciting if we can pull it off. Okay, so thanks very much for watching, and I'll keep you updated. Thank you. Bye bye.